Welcome back. This is the Whisky Couch in Pretoria, South Africa. It is the place where whiskey and food come together in delightful harmony. I'm Gustav and this is Whiskey Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 171, and it is also the third one in this mini-series that I'm doing on 12-year-old single malt whiskies. 5 of them which form bracket number 1, and I'm going to do a couple of brackets on these 5 12-year-old single malt whiskies. Today, number 3 in this mini-series, Benriach 12-year-old single malt from the Benriach Distillery, founded in 1898, situated in the very well-known Speyside region, the Highland of Scotland, and it is owned by the Benriach Distilling Company, part of the Brown Forman Corporation. This is a picture just to see what the entrance to the distillery looks like. The floor maltings of this distillery, one of the few distilleries where they still do their own floor maltings. Benriach 12-year-old single malt. This unfortunately has been discontinued. It is now part of the Benriach archive collection. So if you go into their website, you will see the archive collection. I think there's more than 20 whiskies discontinued, part of the archive collection, and I suppose that means that you can still order it from the distillery. There may be a couple of bottles still left. So it is a pity, because I really enjoyed this 12-year-old single malt from Benriach, matured in ex-Bourbon and ex-Sherry casks, bottled at 43% ABV. There we go. This is the gift tube. 12-year-old single malt from Benriach. Whole lot of information on the back there. And here we go. Let's see. 12-year-old. Not a light color, not a dark color. Sort of just a very nice honey to the slightly darker of a honey color there. Some legs forming there on the glass. And on the nose of this whiskey, fruity vanilla and honey. Nuts. Very typical Speyside nose. Develops into a kind of a fruit candy on the nose, and then on the edgy side a bit of citrus peel, and slightly grassy, and also a bit woody. Same as the nose on the palate. Honey, vanilla, nutty, the citrus peel, the Speyside fruit basket, including apples. But the Benriach also a bit buttery and a bit creamy, with a slight hint of a chocolate note on the palate. Malty, buttery, fruity, a bit of ginger in the spice element, in the spicy oaky element of this flavor profile. It's got a medium to short finish with a bit of oak spice and a bit of chocolate notes in the finish. Just a couple of drops in this 43% ABV. And we'll see. It's normally a good thing to let it stand after you've added a few drops of water. Just let it stand for a bit so that it can settle. That's why I pour my drams a little before I do the video, so that it can settle. More malt and more wood. and then on the second nosing, the fruit candy. Wonderful. Softer after the water, more mellow, more fruity, more buttery, and then the gingered honey, I want to say, right at the end. My summary for this whiskey would be fruity, malty, and buttery. The price here in South Africa around 600 Rand when it was still available, 55 pounds, and about around $60 from what I could find out. And as you know already by now, I'm pairing these 12-year-old single malt whiskies with crepe, and then the correct filling so that it will connect with the whiskey. So today I've got a crepe with apple pie filling. So I'm going to connect with this apple pie filling to the fruity, buttery, malty element of the Benriach 12-year-old whiskey. There we go. Look at that. Crepe rolled with apple pie filling. I can just eat crepes for days on end with all of these wonderful fillings. It's just mouth-watering. Even as I nose the whiskey right now, mouth-watering. It is just fantastic. It just shouts for another bite and another sip, enhancing the overall experience. What a wonderful adventure. Well, there you go. Quite a good pairing, quite a decent single malt. But right at the end of this summary video, I will reveal which one is my personal favorite. So until the next video in this mini series, thank you for watching. Slàinte.